Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Blueprints. This menu music is incredibly ominous. And I don't really know what to expect. It's a game that's been recommended to me. It's a puzzle strategy game? I don't know. Part roguelike? Part puzzle? We're just going to jump in and we're going to see what happens. So far the art style looks right up my street. But we'll see. Hopefully I don't need to use my brain, because historically my brain is my weakest feature, my looks obviously being my best. What jump scares? Not a horror game, is it? Dogu Bomb presents. Hello Ariakis. And hello Sylvie, hello Arden, hello David. How are you all doing today? In association with Raw Fury. Ah, yes. Let me know if it's too loud. I think it might be too early to know, but let me know.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
That's a nice house.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
Hang on.
The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
You know, we said 1993, and for some reason I was expecting it to be a lot, like, earlier than 93, but hey-ho. I've got a bad feeling about this. 50. Why is there a step counter in the top corner? And is the game running okay on stream? That's the main question we have to ask here. Yeah, the music is a bit louder compared to the speech, but I don't think, call it a day, I don't think there's... What is... It's fine. Volume. Yeah! Resume! Is that my mouse on the screen? No, that is actually the thing. Okay, what are we looking at here? Guess I should just walk up to the table and read the note? Open only in the event of my death. Why have you put a postage stamp on it? Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I choose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. Final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert S. Sinclair. I'm not going to remove the chat now because it's on stream. It's on YouTube. And we found a blueprint. The Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing the right trigger. Okay. There's nothing. Yeah, I guess entrance hall. I mean, yeah, Borderlands uses a style, so that kind of makes sense. I can't say I'm actually all that interested in the new Borderlands. I know a lot of people are going to be, but I don't know. I think that's a game series that's kind of done its due. Ace. Queen. And I assume I get to choose left or right. Exhausting. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 feet. But I only have 2 feet! When you no longer have any feet left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor, and must call it a day. Sylvie plays Final Fantasy. The shortenings of words in Final Fantasy are all broken and a completely different language to the rest of the world. You learn that very quickly. I'm going to go this way, because... I'm going to go left, actually. I changed my mind. Can I go this way? Oh. Do I want this to be a bedroom? A closet? Or a hallway? The closet has 2 items. Let's go with a closet. Oh, but a bedroom restores fatigue. Or feats. I have to make sure that I don't lock myself in, right? If I put a closet there, I'm going to block myself out of the ability to move forward. And a hallway would allow me to go all the way over. Must select one. I guess I'll do a hallway. Let's start off with that. Some really nice wallpaper. How come I keep playing games that have the same wallpaper? You noticed? Okay, why would I have a picture of a crowbar on the wall? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. I could put a storeroom in there, plus 1 key, plus 1 diamond, plus 1 coin, or I could nook it. I could nook it up, which would have plus 1 key. I see. Well, it makes sense for me to continue trying to build a path. The storeroom's a dead end. But then I guess I could dead end the storeroom, go off of the hallway. What can I... Whoops. I don't like the fact that I can't go back. Let's go storeroom. Let's get all of these items, see if they mean something. I don't like the fact that I'm not allowed to go back and see what I could put on this door here. A pantry, a lavatory, or a guest's bedroom. Wow, this is going to get interesting, isn't it? But I guess a pantry is the least problematic there, so I'll do that. Right. There's my money. I'm rich. There's a key. There's more money. Okay. I don't know what either of those items are actually used for, so I suppose we're going in blind. Let's find out. Let's go see what was in the pantry. A banana? Plus 3 steps? So my steps go down when I actually walk around, huh? Hello, Joe. 5 money? No, wait, 4 money. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, and 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Well, I lost steps as I was walking. Oh, is it when I go through the door? Yeah, no, look. 48, 7, 46, 45. Yeah, okay. It's every time I go through the door. Interesting. Hello, Craft. This is Blueprint, a game that I was warned against streaming because of the amount of backseating that seems to exist in it, but it looked interesting, so I wanted to give it a go. Parlour works really well. West Wing Hall, I guess. Nook could lead round to a dead end, so let's go with a parlour. That's got a puzzle piece in it. Hello, good sir. A wind-up key. Component of the parlour game. Dear Herbert, it was a great honour receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlour game that I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Is it Frank Lowry? No, it's M. Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Shit. What does that mean? The other two boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. All three boxes contain gems. Right, there is only one logical way to solve a problem like this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Got to go back down. If it's real, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Blue one. Ah. That's the fake one, though? Well, you see, how was I supposed to know that? Here comes the in-depth psychological study of... Do it. Yeah, only one box is wrong. And one box is empty. Two boxes are empty. It's fine, don't worry about it. It was for the bit. Next time I'll do it properly. So the corridor will lead forwards. Chapel will take money, but it's 3 doors. And then closet with 2 items. Let's go chapel, because who doesn't want a chapel in their house? If I had a house, I'd have a chapel. No, it was for the joke. It's our first run, so... Oh! I want this in my house. How cool is that? You're playing Oddworld? You're watching someone play Oddworld Soulstorm? I never played that one. The last Oddworld I played was on the PlayStation 1. So I have to pay money to be in here. So do I want to go back inwards, or do I want to keep going that way? Thebes Odyssey, yeah, that's the one. Follow me. It's a bone. Let's cut inwards. We can pass through the chapel like 5 times before it's an issue. Well, 4 times. What can I do here? I could put a bedroom. Who wouldn't want a lavatory off of their chapel? A nursery? Whenever you draft a bedroom, I gain 5 feet. Feet. Stamina. It probably has a proper name. Whenever you enter this room, you gain 2 stamina. So you would want to build the bedroom in a way that you would at a crossroads, I guess, or before or after a crossroads, so you can move backwards through the house without losing tons of stamina. But if I build the nursery early, I would get an extra 5. But it costs a gem? Because it has gem requirement written on it? So the nursery is like a long-term buff. It's probably worth getting the buff down early. It will mean I'm going to have to walk out the chapel, though. Is there anything in here? I want one of these dragons. 93. I was 1. Gem. Paid for itself. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. There was a Red Prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true colour, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of the swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the book we just read. Wow. For a split second there, I felt like a children's presenter. Oh, look at how cool that pillow is. Being observant, I don't want to miss anything. It doesn't look like we can open drawers or anything like that. So, let's see if we can open this other door. It cost me 1 money to come back into the damn church. It cost me 1 more money to come back through here if I make a dead end. Right, so we can put a closet, a corridor, a straight corridor, or a west wing hall, which would open up 2 more directions. I guess I'm going to go west wing hall. Staff notice. June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any stir may draft sa. Exactly, Jim. People who watch on YouTube need the chat. It's fine. Are these doors going to be locked because of that note? No. Oh dear, I don't know. What do I want in the middle? Den, +1 gem. Nook. Nook could lock me off. Den? The bedroom would work? And I'll gain extra from the nursery? So let's try bedroom. There we go, I gained +5 and +2. And we got some keys. A spare set of car keys. And I have the hat. Asking for a friend. God, is it one of those floating puzzles? No. It was one of those weird floating puzzles that uses, like, cables. Ambulance just drove past the house. Remarkably loud. I like that lady's necklace. Greetings from Reddington. What a lovely sounding place. Right, so there's only 1 door in here, correct? Yes, there is only 1 door in here. This door. So we can have a commissary. Items for sale. Or I could have a guest bedroom that would give me +10. Corridor is always left unlocked. No, my YouTube chat's working. I'm responding to what you're saying. Hello, Dakota Phillips. What do we want to do here? The commissary would lock me out, but I've also got a door in the west wing that we can use. Would be interesting to see what it is. Have a look. It's going to cost a gem, but hey ho, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making this up as I go along. There's a arcade machine in here. Annual Maid's Day sale, 2 days only, all items 50% off. All staff welcome, day 20 and 21. It's day 1, so... Yikes. I can buy 1 gem for 3. I could buy a sledgehammer for 8. Set of gems. 10. But I could buy a pair of running shoes. 8. Can't afford any of that. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. The terminal password is S. Sham. Can I zoom in? I require to zoom my eyes. No. The commissary will be closed from day 12 to 16. If for any inconvenience. Guessing things are going to change. Oh, you were 15 minutes behind? Oh no. That could be YouTube being weird. I don't know. I changed my YouTube streaming so it's meant to be less latent. Might want to write stuff down, but I'm not allowed to bring things into the manager. Have we found anything that I even need to write down? I got ancillary brains. I've got all you guys in the chat. It's fine. I don't need to worry about it, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Shit. Oh, I do have a key, but that door is locked. They did say rooms in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. I don't need to open that door. Well, that's what I thought. I was responding to what you were saying. I was like, I think I'm responding. Sometimes I miss stuff in chat, but most of the time I try to respond to people. Let's see if we can open this door. Alas. So now I have to ask the question, do I want to go up through the West Wing that's locked, or do I want to go right at the commissary? My webcam's going to get in the way soon. That's fun. I don't really want to go back through the chapel because it's going to cost me money. So, your YouTube is half a second in front of Twitch? Wait, you're telling me that YouTube is streaming quicker than Twitch? Whoops. I must have screwed up somewhere. A fun little echo? Fantastic. It's probably proof again that YouTube streaming is better than Twitch streaming. It's just barely anyone uses YouTube to watch streams. Echo, echo, echo. Let's go with you. Whoops. Let's go with using the commissary. I think we can. Oh. But I can get there via the entrance hall if I build up. West Wing might make more sense. But on the other hand, I could use the commissary to go back down south. Do I get 2 every time I go in here? I do. Nice. I'm going to open the commissary door. Oh no, strategic decisions? I know, we're in trouble. Never let me make strategic decisions unless it's in warfare. Okay, so we could build a laboratory? Laboratory? I don't know why I said it like that. A den? Security? View inventory of all items currently in the house. I think the den probably makes the most sense in the middle. Yeah, oh yeah, I couldn't make security because I don't have a gem. I could build a den and then hope we can get security? Could you not? Oh, did you delete your Twitch account? If you should be able to just use the name once it's been deleted. I don't actually know. Yeah. This is a really nice room. Oh. Time's a ticking, Jesus. Hmm. Okay, so from the den, do I want to try and go down? This door's down? Yeah, this door's down. Oh, they hold on to the reserves the name for a long time. That's just deeply upsetting. Let's see what we can build here. I could build security, but that would block off a route. I could build a corridor. I wonder if security is only available in the center. I wonder if certain rooms are available in certain places in the house, or if it is just a pure random roll every time. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think I want to know. I'm thinking out loud. Corridors are always left unlocked. Is there a chance the doors lock behind me? Because that would be a problem. I don't think so, though. Let's build a corridor and then see what we get. We're basically just learning as we go. Different choice. Closet, 2 items. Kitchen, food for sale. Ooh. Oh, God. That made me jump. That grumpy banana. Thank you very much for the follow. What a fantastic name. What's that? Oh, it's a grumpy banana. Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. It's a dead end. Closet, also a dead end. Kitchen's the only non-dead end. But it would cost a gem. Might be worth me just dead ending. But then I'd like to get back to the entrance hall because that would open up the ability to transverse through the house, bypassing the chapel in a lot of cases. You follow me on YouTube? Oh, thank you very much. And thank you very much for coming over to Twitch. Should we go? Let's go kitchen, just because I'm curious. It's going to cost a gem, but we'll find more gems, right? I don't think anyone knows who I am. Joe, to be honest. When it comes to, like, internet learning things, I don't think so. Hello, Anna. How you doing? Wonder what food I can get for 3 money. Let's have a look. Banana. Is it grumpy? That's the real question. For 3. I've never had a club sandwich in my life. And a chef salad. So I could buy a banana. No eating the viewers. Damn. Okay. Well, that doesn't help me that much right now because I've got no money. But, guess we'll look around. Oh, excuse me. So where can we go? We can go... This way. What can we build? Alright, so I don't have any gems, so it has to be a nook or a guest bedroom. Nook is 1 key, so it would bypass a lock somewhere, but it would lock me out of being able to go north from here. But then the guest bedroom's a dead end, so Nook's the best choice. Excuse me. This is also an awesome room. I really hope I don't accidentally put myself in a dead end. I suppose as long as I have keys, I always have the west wing hall I could go through, so I'm not completely screwed. But if anyone was going to lock themselves in their own house, it would be me. Noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. What are you? A potato? A pad? A scrap of paper? Or perhaps, most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Oh, fuck. I may look like I'm having a stroke or something, but there's a notebook up here. Ha ha ha! There's no pen in it, though. Well, that's a problem. There's the pen. I have a weirdly anime pen, and I have no idea where it came from. I don't know if you can see that. But my camera's not in focus, is it? This pen came from? Just anime. Weeb exposed. Because you're a closet weeb. We've had this discussion before. Alright. I don't think I've come across anything that I need to write down, so for now. An open closet weeb. Oh no. How clearly are we talking here? Been playing it obsessively. I've heard a lot of people have been playing this. I was warned against streaming it just because of the fact that a lot of people have been playing this religiously. And sometimes when games like this come out, people can't help just tell me how to play them. That drives me nuts. Okay, I have a notebook and a pen. We'll see how well that goes. Yeah, the only time I accept spoilers is if I directly ask for them. That's pretty much my my general rule of thumb. If I'm like completely screwed, then I'll be like, "Hey guys, hey, smarter people than me," which is basically everyone. A spare room, which would cut out the middle section. I could get a dining room in there. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. That puts the doors in the wrong place. That doesn't help. Oh no. Oh, actually, if we go spare room, Root Trees is a pure evil game. I watched Ivy play through that game. It's evil. It gets real complicated. And when you have like streamer brain, The advantage of playing a new game is that more people are kind of interested in watching it, but there is the problem where you may end up just having people who are like, "Excuse me, you're stupid," which is it can be okay. Ooh, I could put a boudoir. Now, I kind of want to put the boudoir because it's fun, but I could also put. Ooh, God, have I locked myself out of half of the house? Oh no, if I do that I will have. An office stops that, but it cuts my back route back to the bloody entrance hall. That's annoying. Office is very expensive, so yeah, no, office can't be done. I guess it's going to be a boudoir. Will I make boudoir photos? I don't think there's enough women present. Oh no? ominous pair of high heels. Oh, there's you and Anna, I suppose. Shoes are enough for some, that is true. And this has brought us back round to here, which has left a little spot here that I might be able to put a dead-end room in. I could put a guest bedroom. That's not that helpful. An observatory? +1 light. Every time you've drafted an observatory? That doesn't help me that much. Wait, I did the dining room? No, I didn't do the dining room. Did the dining room cost gems? I mean, I'm going to put the guest bedroom because it's a place for me to recharge. I do have a key door that I need to... I could go through. Money! Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Everson, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you'd retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles. And appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Oh no. Right. Oh look, a wheel. Beep. Right, so that's kind of blocked off that side of the house for me, unless I can get over there from the den. Which I could. Or we have the West Wing Hall. Either way, I'm going to have to walk all the way back. I don't think it's going to be a problem since we have the guest room. Oh yeah, we don't lose that many feet walking through here. A very invigorating house, yes. I'm making up for my own house's shortcomings. Alright, so from the den we can go right. Or I could go through the bedroom. If I just walk in here, is it just gonna refresh me if I just turn around again? Ah. Can I walk in and out of this room, or is that cheating? Ah. Okay. It knows my game. I can sustain 50... Damn. I can sustain 55. Hang on. Damn. It gives each house a new name when you end the day. Oh, awesome. Let's go to the den, I guess. Actually, in the bedroom, I can probably go to the west wing. Let's use the key. Throw it. So we can put a closet here, a bank room, or a workshop. Combine inventory items to create new items. I have no items because I refuse to build closets. But at least we have it if we need it. I guess. Is that a sledgehammer? Can I have that? That's my sledgehammer now. A heavy sledgehammer can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. And some sheet music? Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is of 10 lost among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. If you put a lavatory in the room with a bathroom. Yeah, it makes the bathroom, it's fine. So the letter is not E? I'm gonna write the letter E. Doesn't even sing it. Of course he doesn't sing it. I think I am. If I could sing, I'd be in Broadway. E. Chiseled. My pen's run out of ink. This is a professional space. Hang on, let me just let me see if I just need to reinvigorate this pen. Oh, okay, that's fine. Chisel in stone. I don't know how that helps me though. E. Oh. This security door is locked by an electronic keycard. The true box does not always contain the prize. Beep boop. Oh no. What is red and black and red all over a newspaper? Oh no. No. I refuse. I refuse. What could I possibly combine a sledgehammer with? Because I played Dead Island. A battery would be a perfectly normal observation. So the workshop is a dead end, which means my only way forward is the den. Not the chapel? I need to hold on to my money. What's red and bad for your teeth? Catch a brick? Oh, come on! That's abuse. This is the only door I got. Hope it ain't locked. Right, we can do a lavatory, a closet, or a courtyard. I guess I'm doing the courtyard, because I desperately need the... I need the options here. It's gonna cost me a gen, though. Can you imagine having a courtyard in the middle of your house? Glorious. Oh no. What's with all the security doors all of a sudden? Aha! Ah, money! What do you mean it's a bit? Would do all of my courting. Is that what a courtyard is for? Is that why we call it a courtyard? Because if that's the case, I feel like somehow that's gone over my head for years. The deeper I get into the house, the more doors are going to be locked. Is it possible for me to run out, like lock myself in? Uh-oh. Oh, I guess I just answered my own question. The workshop's locked. The courtyard's locked. I think I might be boomed. I fucked up. Okay, I guess we're calling it a day, huh? I did not leave myself enough open routes, I feel. Alright. Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. I think I've soft locked myself. Came from the Latin word cohors, meaning a fenced-in area or a space around a building. Mount Holly, the west-facing cottage. Total rooms 20. Rank reach 5. Steps taken 51. Items found 2. I guess I'll save and continue. We go again. We can do this. Question: does what I wrote down carry as a thing, or do I just ignore that now? I guess we'll find out. Right. Any new notes in here, or is it the same as before? Okay, thank you very much. This is just warning me about exhaustion, and I'm assuming it looks the same as it did before. Alright, this time, we go right in. I want to build a closet, because I want to know what's in a closet, but I also don't want to lock off a location. But I don't know. I'm going to build a closet. Right here. If it lets me. What's that? Pantry has money in it, though. Do I want a key or do I want money? Get money. And I eat the apple, it just instantly gives me back energy. A storeroom would give me one of everything. Would also lock it in, but I suppose locking off paths early is going to be beneficial if more things are going to be locked later on. I want to maximize the amount of routes near the bottom. Does that work flip side? They're more likely to be locked, then blocking them off doesn't matter as much. Logic. Not my strong point. Getting a key, a gem, and a coin could be quite nice. Sorry, I'm going to lock myself in again. Let's go down. Put a gem. If we go down... Oh, there's a closet. Let's build a closet here and see what's inside of it, because I've never built one. Ah, so by 2 random items, it just means 2 random items. Can I take that that bowler hat? Oh, look, there's a chest I could... if I had a sledgehammer. Oh. Oh. I can use a key to open a chest as well. The keys are for doors and chests. Interesting. Makes sense. Interesting. Guest bedrooms, dead end. Nook could give me a key. Storeroom, I guess it's gonna have to be Nook, just because otherwise I'm gonna lock myself in. I could use the key on the box to see what's inside of it. I have 2 keys. Fine, let's have a look. Watch me pick up a sledgehammer in the next room. Is it just gonna be gems? No. A pair of ivory dice. While drafting, you may use dice to roll new floor plans. Ew, interesting. Money. I have just realised that I blocked off an entire corner of the house. Look, just... I don't pretend to be good. Oop! Yeah, playing the game fast and loose seems like the best way to go. Hey, let's do the parlor game again. Oh, that room's facing the wrong way. They're all facing the wrong way. Let's do the parlor game. Right. This is where chat brain comes into effect. 3 boxes. This box is the middle box. The gems are in the middle box. This box is the middle box. Oh no? One tells the truth, one lies. Forgotten the game already. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other two are always empty. So I think that means that oh, come on! It's got to be the middle box, right? Oh, fuck. Wait, where's the big brains? If somebody else tells me, I can blame them. This is how this works. Who's taking the plunge? Stop it. I mean, my brain says it's the middle box. But then I'm being slightly torn up by this. One of these could be saying the truth by saying it's the middle box. Money! Fine. Me, I'm taking it. I figured that's what it was, but I overthought the rules of the game. Like, because the box could be named middle, but not actually be in the middle. I do love money. Right. So. We want to build as many doors as humanly possible. I'm back on the west wing again because, for God's sake. Build a hallway. Hope it's not locked. Build another chapel. Don't really need one. I could build a storeroom, lock myself up already, or a commissary. If I spend one of my many gems. Commissary doesn't really help me that much. Oh god. Do I put all my bets on... These all suck. None of them have a north-facing door. I could redraw the plans. Let's redraw, see what comes up. Let's go with what's a breaker box do? Does that... Can I turn off the power and bypass security doors with the breaker box? I don't know. Experimentation? Off. Oh man. Hey, are you getting PTSD yet? Oh god, it went blue. Why did you go blue? Why did you go purple? I don't know what this is. I'm literally just pressing buttons. I don't think it's possible for me to accidentally do this. But, like, yeah. Okay, gymnasium. Off. Garage on. I'm assuming this turns on the lights in the rooms? Toggling the breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC Power if you require assistance. Well, what is a VAC? I'm assuming air conditioning. But I could be wrong. Very angry closets. Right. Fantastic. I'm glad we cleared that up. Yeah, air conditioning. That's what I... Locksmith? Have I screwed myself already? No, I haven't. Good. I have to build the commissary, though. Ventilation and air conditioning? Yeah, that's probably what it is. My idea is that we have to find all of the aircon and see what color the light is on it or something. Can I play this? No. Let's do a corridor to guarantee that the door's going to be unlocked. Now, a West Wing Hall's a good shout for, like, open doors, but I also kind of want to do the observatory. I'll do the West Wing Hall for now. Voice-activated closet. My shoes! Closet, give me my shoes! Yeah, we don't have air conditioning in the UK, really. Like, some houses do, but I wish I had air conditioning. By golly, especially yesterday, it was horrible. Like 1 billion degrees yesterday. Let's try going to the right first. Not locked, good. Secret passage. Leads to a room of color of your choice. Huh. Let's go kitchen. And some of these gems. I assume I could say blue room and it would take me to a blue room. It worries me that I feel these things are changing. And I worry they're going to mean something. As is the way. Right, can I get a door with many... Yes, something like that would be fantastic. But it's going to cost me 2 gems. I could just get a chapel. But then I'd lose the northern one. Is it worth spending 2 gems to get 3 doorways? I'm going to go with no. I think that's good. What an ugly room. Bad news, the dog will never find the route to this. Is that Psyduck? Hell yeah. Oh, every time the security room comes up, I can't do it. Oh, weight room, lose half of my... Oh, no. Bad. But it's got so many doors. I mean, honestly, I could put a guest bedroom here, but I'd lock myself out. Even in the game, the church is paid to go, yep. That's it. That's where you make your money. Let's go with weight room. Let's try it. I'm just gonna... Oof. Hey, look, a security door. Do you just open? Oh. Oh. Well, shit. This has not gone to plan. Let's go south. Dark room? Ah, the orientation sucks. I wish I could spin the orientation. I guess that's kind of like the whole point, but... I could put a storeroom there to get a key, gem and do that. I mean, gem. Am I gonna lose 7 when I come in this room? Ugh. Maybe it's only when I build it. I desperately need a bedroom. Can't use that door because it's locked. Oh dear. So I can go north. Or I could go back to the passageway. Go back to the passageway and see if we can open this door here. No, the way it was orientated, 2 of the doors were on walls and then there was just the door. Unless I misread it, but... You're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Ah. A laboratory. Experimental house features. Sign me up. What year is it? That's like a pet. That's like a Commodore pet. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Damn. Well, I think I've found whatever I need to do with those those levers. But without the boiler room, yeah, I guess I can't do anything. Here's part of a alchemical circle, eh? That's a nice little microscope there. Be careful, I don't want to walk around too much because I am like on my legs with stamina here. Heating and cooling curves. Room temperature, complete thaw. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure, 93 kPa. Lab technician Rudolph M. Does that help me? Oh well, let's see what's on the computer. Beep boop. Welcome to Mount Holly Laboratory. Press enter. Experiment setup. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Oh. Each time you eat an apple, you could permanently add 1 gold to your allowance, add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool, or gain 1 key, 1 gem, and 1 gold, selected randomly. Oh god. They're all crap. How often am I going to find an apple? I could find bananas for the next, like, 6 rooms. 3 aquariums seems excessive even for a house with 45, 46 rooms. If I had a house that had 46 rooms, I'd have 5 aquariums. How else am I going to fit a whale in there? Let's go with whenever you draft a shop room, because that's probably more likely to happen than spending 2 gems or more. I get 1 key, 1 gem, or 1 gold. That seems like it's probably the most useful. Go. No experimental logs found. Okay. Log into network? Hang on. Taking a lot longer than you'd expect. The joke's writing itself. Hang on. Ah, fuck. Got too far. Boobies. Dude just really loves fish. Nice. Okay, well that didn't do anything. Oh. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. Okay, interesting. That's a very long potential password. Yeah, I was like, I kept going. I was like, is it going to be long enough for me to do this joke? It kept going. I typically work over at Sinker Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. I would also appreciate some tips. There, yep. Is this going to be locked? Where's this going to send me? This is going to send me north. We've got 3 potential norths, with the weight room being the most dangerous. What is the orientation of the dark room this time? See, the dark room this time, it's a much better orientation. But then the question is, do I need it there? And I think there's still a chance the doors are going to get locked. Let's try dark room. We haven't been to a dark room, so... Fucking really? No, I expected a red light. I didn't expect a literal dark room. Oh no, all the doors are still locked? Do not have a key card. By locked, I've been turned off. Well, I might as well go through the bloody passageway at this point, I suppose. Ooh, yeah, stamina's looking a bit sketchy, guys. Sketch, a little bit. Might need to build a room that lets me build my stamina back up. Oh, it's locked. What are the odds the dark room door isn't locked? Okay, I can't afford the stamina. I do have a utility room. Oh dear. I need to build a bedroom. Desperately. Let's redraw some floor plans. Yes. Bedroom, please. Oh, the boiler room! I don't have any gems. Yeah, I thought I turned all of the things on, but apparently not. I have 6 stamina. I might be about to pass out. Ah. Well, the only thing I can pull here is a... Right, we're gonna... Oh, I have to. I must select one. It's gonna have to be a furnace. Anything in here? No? Okay. Worry about it. Oh no. Don't worry, we've got a key. I think building the furnace room. I think the Wibble is showing me that this is an effect of the furnace room, or maybe it's right next to the furnace room, and it's a problem. But, Maid's Chamber makes it less likely to find items laying around the house. Okay, so red is obviously bad rooms. So building the furnace increase my chance of finding bad rooms. I have lots of money, so I'm going to build a chapel right now. We're on the razor's edge. This is my only path forward, isn't it? Other than the dark room. But I'm pretty sure that door is security. door? Actually, no. Oh, no? Well, if you're gonna die anywhere, inside of a church, isn't that lovely? This is giving me PTSD. I was doing the Destiny 2 chess event today. Oy. Off we go into this night. There's a bishop in the church? Wow. Yeah, I just got that joke. Ove. In nomine Patri et Filii. Oh, wait. Thud. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion. You must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow. Okay. Mount Holly, the charming cottage. Total room 20. Rank reached 5. Steps taken 36. Okay, so there I buggered up twice. I didn't build any bedrooms, and I also blocked all of my paths forward. Yes, this is going well. We're learning. Yes, the weight room, awful. Brilliant doors. What I should have done is built the weight room and then built a bedroom near it or around it. Alas, I'm learning. I think it's one of those games where the more you play it, just the more you subconsciously learn about it. Right, this time we're going right, and I'm actually going to go right this time. I want to know what happens on the right side of the house. Oh, I swear the game hates me. Let's go hallway. Yeah, and then if I build a dead end room here, like a bedroom or something, or a utility closet with a breaker box, code check. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Oh no. That adds a level of meta that I don't like. Well, I think either utility closet, parlor kind of works if I can get the box puzzle right. But the utility closet does seem like the best option here. Because this breaker box is going to be important for something. We don't know what it is yet, but having it's probably going to be helpful. Turning off the card system did nothing. Maybe if I get a crowbar or some tool that will allow me to open the door as well. And if it's off, it allows me to do that. So I'm going to turn it off for now. Let's keep the garage off. If I turn off the gymnasium, do you reckon that affects the room in some way? Yeah, I know it's a puzzle game. I have to work out what everything does. Going north is part of the puzzle. Because I got to get here, right? I assume I have to get to the antechamber. Alright, let's keep going this way. So the only options we have here is a pantry, a spare room, and a corridor. That's kind of shit. Let's go spare room. Oh, I see. Right, so here, I guess the den works quite well. I could build a bedroom here early, but the den gives me options to go left or right, and we're in the Go with den. I haven't worked out what the downside is to the right side yet. The box in the den. There's a pawn. I am noticing how there are chess pieces in different rooms. I hope that doesn't mean something at some point. If we can go over here. Can I get a... I could get another parlor. Get a guest bedroom? That would lock me out of one space. But for now, I think I want a place where I can recover my steps. I don't know if that's a continual, or if that's just once you get a 10. Okay, I think that might just be a once you get a 10. I didn't pick up the gem in the middle of the room. That would have been funny. Here... items for sale, but I have no money, which is a continual problem. I could put a pantry. That would give me some money. I'm playing this very sporadically now. I'm trying not to overthink it. Oh, is there always an apple in here? Okay, dark room. Kitchen. I think the dark room's better place. You cannot see the floor pans while drafting in this room. So I would have to pick random rooms. I think. I need to know what this does. Is the light going to stay on now the breaker box I left it on? I'm going to go fucking turn that freaking piece of crap back on. Hang on. I assume it tripped a breaker. Could be fuse flicking noise. On. Now, if I turn that on, does it let me see? No one say anything. I got lost in my own house. I took a right when I should have took a left. Ah? Okay, so the light's back on now. Is that in the game? Oh, that's a horrible noise. Oh. Can I get a zoom in on whatever he's holding? Huh. What a useful picture. Sinker Co. Zoom and enhance. Man, if I wasn't well versed in reading this sort of handwriting, I imagine this is quite painful for some people. Print notes. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of an enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to keep an eye, so keep an eye on that. Zoom my eyes. An electronic keycard. Is that always in the dark room? I'm going to write that down. It might not matter. But it might. Wait. You can't read joined up unless it's clear. I spent a very long time learning how to read handwriting like that. Okay, so yeah, it's not going to be too bad because it was quite neatly written, but like, yeah, cursive. It was quite neatly written. But I can imagine that some people are just going to look at it like, what is that? I keep pressing Wrong button for map. Let's go to the right. Hope it's not locked. Not. Okay, so I can see. If it's on. Again, if I turn on the dark room, I can see what rooms to draft. I think. I'd probably struggle to read your dad's handwriting, or your handwriting, because it's probably in French. So the archives would remove one of my options, leaving me with only 2 options to choose from, I assume. The parlour, the orientation sucks because of that window placement. The parlour would just be a dead end. The archives is perfect, but do I want to sacrifice one choice of rooms? I could back myself into a corner really bloody quickly with that. Make the mistake of doing too many red rooms back to back and force myself into a horrible situation. Oh, I still get 3, but 1 is hidden? Oh, you'll no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Should we do it to see what happens? Sure. Science! Plus, I'd like to see inside the room, just in case there's something in here that is useful, information-wise, or, you know, knowing what sort of item drops in here. August 22nd, 1985. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honour. Popular children's writer. Oh, that makes sense as to the book. Adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. I don't know why I'm struggling to read the word literary for some reason. This is Marigold's 2nd time winning this prestigious honour. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece of the closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as her pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swimbird author? The January 27th, 86, so a couple months later, Swimbird author never considered herself a success. By Gail Hermes, Herald or staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me started to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so we ran out of books we owned. My imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, The Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the colour red, a statement that has been held with much scepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Who looks at a children's book and goes, political? That's a challenge, with kids demanding the same story 17 times in a row, yeah. My obsession when I was growing up was Thomas the Tank Engine, believe it or not. I had like this big book of just many Thomas the Tank Engine stories. My poor parents must have read that to me a few 100,000 times. I'm starting to realise that we might be running out of rooms here. There's more pages in that binder. Ooh, is there now? Hang on. Oh, so there is. Why did I not press the button? There's even next page on the bottom of the screen. November 11th, 86. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. Questioned. Oh my. Yours was the Grim Fairy Tales? Oh no. Oh no, that explains so much. Caleb Manning and his publisher, Philip White, were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF. Anything in capital letters and bold, I'm writing down. Who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. I don't know if this is gonna matter. Seems like there's some sort of weird overplot going on here that may actually mean something. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumours in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author, and Mr. White, were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at a press function. Was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under there, waved down a local mayor. This is the 3rd major. Last year it's anticipated charge by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins on Tuesday. Expected to last up to, with grand treason. So Manning was being charged with grand treason? That's like treason, but worse. No trace is discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by the close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. Oh my god, it's still going. September 2nd. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although my brain just completely wanted to say the wrong word there. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumoured to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown, of Orinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumours are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Like the crown that's in the children's book? Oh no. Hello, Victor. Think that's everything in here? Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, it's not a Christmas tree, never mind. Okay. So, Archives has 2 potential exits. This door and that door. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, the laboratory would lock me out, but it would start an experimental house feature, which could be good. I could just, like, gamble. All the piers in the road. The police are looking into it. God, that's an old joke. Or I could go closet and get 2 random items. Gamba. Storeroom. And a key. And a menu. Where's my gem? Wait, isn't there supposed to be 3 things in here? Gem. We still have the entrance hall. I would like to get a bedroom that I can, like, you know, use to... I'm just going to check that the guest bedroom doesn't actually do it. Oh no, I can't, can I? Because that's a dead end, so I'd have to walk all the way around again, so I'd have to go through the pantry. Yeah, it's not worth it. Do we gamble again? Oh no, it's locked! How dare they? Do I use my key here? I don't need to. I could use the dark room. I hate the noise in this room. Oh. Oh no? Is that going to be a thing for every single room? I thought that was going to be just in the archive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I may have made a mistake. Corridor's a bugger, isn't it? That could be a hallway. It could be fantastic. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about any day limit. Right now we are just experimenting with vigor. Should we just gamble over and over and over again? Gamba. Let's go. Is that a freaking metal detector? Huh. Look, you see, the issue I have is I listened to Sylvie because there's one time, right, we were playing Yakuza and she said 8 black and I won like 200 million yen. So, you know, it's just... There's a chance. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's kind of put a... It's put a little bit of a dampener on my advancement prospects. We could walk all the way back down again. I'm going to see if that guest bedroom heals me up. Yeah, that's not the word I'm looking for, but... We're close enough where it's... I'll try it. I hope it does. It does not. Okay. I checked before, but I didn't know if it was because we built it too quickly. So we do need to build some kind of way of recovering, I guess. Do I go back to the archives? I guess I do. Okay. I'm a little bit paranoid about my steps. That's the only... I love a game that just has an easily accessible opening map. Okay, open sesame. I mean, we got a key from the closet, so... Got a bit of corridor here? Just because that didn't really help me. But let's go forwards, yes. Forwards. A bedroom? I said I wanted a bedroom. Like, the courtyard was probably a better choice there. Box. So there's a box in the den. There's a box in the bedroom. Don't have a sledgehammer. Do have a metal detector. Don't know how that affects normal rooms. Maybe that would have increased my chance of getting gold inside of the box? I do not trust this. Guess I'll just go. Coat check. Or a commissary. I mean, the commissary points me in the right direction, but it's really kind of... Yeah, it's pointing me in a direction here. Let's go. Screw it. All in. Do I have money? I have 5 money. With Earth, without plane. I hope that doesn't mean something. I could buy 1 gem. I could buy a magnifying glass. I can't buy a shovel. Do I buy a magnifying glass? Inspect documents on the estate more closely. Yes. Yes, because... Oops, sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button. Back to the darkroom. I want to use the magnifying glass on that photograph. Gamba! I need that to find my courage, exactly. That and 3 shots of whiskey. Aha. Huh? Green memos? Why would you take a photo of this? What is wrong with you? Green memos. Hartley's room. I should have got a bigger notebook. Are always false. What if the memo in Hartley's room says the photo lies? Well, then it's false. Easy. Well, it doesn't say green. It says reen. Ugh. You know, that's the only thing that's kind of jumping up at me. It's something that I actually need to see, unless I can see like a reflection in the lens or something. Have we come across anything else seemed suspicious? Oh, 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 oh! I really hope this shit doesn't change between runs, or I'm going to be so fucking mad. 11, 28. In a heart. I don't know how that's going to help me. Obviously, it's a date. 28th of the 11th? Are we in America? Are they running backwards? Eyeball. I mean, nothing's standing out of me in these photos, but worth just glancing over because sometimes stuff just clears up. I mean, there's a bloody queen back there. Did they get the bumper lot on novelty chess pieces? The noise in here is hurting my brain. Oh, God. Horribly, out of focus photo. That one's not much better. Was there anything in the archives? Yeah, is there anything in the newspaper clippings? Don't think so, but it's worth checking because we ain't gonna get the magnifying glass again, I don't think. I think that's just her in her typewriter. That is just her reading. Don't think there's anything like in the smudges or anything like that. There is something in that. In the corner there? I don't know what that is, but I don't think it's important. Got a swan necklace on, does that help? You guys doing anything suspicious? Look at all those men wearing fantastic hats. We need to bring that back. Okay. Alright, I don't see anything. I have not been outside. There's a pathage. Yes. A path, a commissary. I'd like to find an electronic door. But once I have the damn keycard. Does the courtyard count? I have been in the courtyard, yeah. I mean, technically that's outside, right? Can I open this? I can. Dining room. Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Oh, there's a courtyard. Dining room or courtyard? I guess... dining room? I'm not going to gamble. This will give me 2 doors. Excuse me? My metal detector is beeping. Hang on. My money senses are going. Oh, stop. Oh. What? Is it using where I'm standing or where I'm looking? Oh my god. Oh. I don't want to, like, you know, chagrin the help there, but I probably could have found those coins on my own. It's not 100%. I might have walked past them, but... But yeah, if it made them spawn, then that's fantastic. You barely found them with this. Quiet, you. Quiet. Right, so we're rank 7. Rank 8, we'll get some food. That sounds fun. I like food. Let's try to the left. Try to the right. Stay. I'm going to try. I think I got my lefts and my rights mixed up. Let's go right. Slide to the left. Slide to the left. Open sesame. Right. A nook works quite well. A drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting this room. Oof, but it doesn't have a northern exit. The nook has a northern exit and a key, so if it's locked... Gamba! No, I'm gonna nook. I'm gonna get the key from the nook. Really, metal detector, do you think it's the key? You think it's the key? Is it this? Bloody thing. It's as bad as the one in Atomfall. That's not what a drawing room is, I protest! Well, it's either two things, isn't it? It's either a drawing room that's like a waiting room, or it's a drawing room that's like a room you draw in. Oh, well, you withdraw to, I suppose. Yeah, it's probably a better way of putting it. It should have seen that coming. Room opened itself. Do I courtyard or do I kitchen? Get a courtyard. My rank 8, yeah. Hey guys, did I turn off the security doors like an absolute idiot? If this metal detector is detecting this, I'm gonna be upset. Ah. Oh, that hurts really bad. Ooh, shovel. E. Fucking hell. Guess what idiot built the bloody utility closet right at the end of the fucking map? Ah! Oh god. That's the door I wanted to go through as well. And I have the key card. Why did I don't remember turning off the electronic locks though. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Click the door. Yeah, I can't. And so I assumed if I turn the light, turn the power off, it would let me just go through these, but I don't know. I click with my mouse. I'm playing with a controller, but like 12 steps to go back. That's like most of my steps. Immediately, we'll get some back. It did for you. Oh. It's where I find out I'm playing the bugged version of the game. It is the Game Pass version, so there's a chance. Right. So. Is it a need for a tool, I assume? I'm assuming I need like a crowbar or something. Let's try this door before I work all the way back. It is locked. Red gem in each green room. I like gem. To the parlor. Okay, are you ready? This box is the black box. This box is the blue box. The box that claims to be the black has the gems. One and two are lying. 3 is truthful. The box that claims to be black has the gems. This box is the black box. This box is the blue box. Therefore, 1 has the gem. Alright. We blame Art if this goes horribly wrong. I need to pick up the key. Missing a step. Don't mind me. I wonder if I keep that and don't open the box, there is another use for this wind-up key somewhere. Nice. See? That's why we keep Art around. He has the big brain. So we find the hotel room. Then we're doomed. Please don't be locked. Golly. Okay, so that room's locked. So my only option is to walk all the way back and either go the other way in the entrance hall, which is a really long walk back, or try the utility closet. Go. I apologize for constantly bringing up the map, by the way. I know it drives some people insane. My sense of direction is awful, so if I don't do that, I will use precious steps when I don't need to. So I want to go into the dark room, down through the pantry. I didn't eat in the dining room. And I would walk 7 steps. What in the God's good earth is that? And why does it have caterpillars on it? Looks British. Country stew pie. Boiled chunk stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato parmesan cheese crust. Oh, it's a shepherd's pie. Plus an additional 10 steps if you have a boiler room in your house. Oh, sorry, I didn't have that installed today. I will take those steps though, because I think I'm going to bloody need them. Could also be cottage pie. Shepherd's or cottage. I always call shepherd's the lamb version, but you know, technically you can. I think you can use either or. Right, so into the. We've got more than enough steps now. Killy, into the dark room. Dark room. We want to go out this way. Don't you need the boiler room to have power in the house? I mean, you'd think so, but it don't. The things in here don't respawn, do they? No. A funny feeling respawning mechanics are not something they really think about. If we get to the utility closet, by the way, and the frickin' power is on to the security doors, I am going to be very upset. You see, this is what I say. People who like very well-educated cooks will be like, what do you mean putting lamb in a shepherd's pie? I mean, well, hear me out. Shepherds look after sheep. The logical jump isn't that frickin' high. It's off. Damn it. Haven't found anything to do with that vac system yet. I just press the buttons a few times, see what happens. I don't get what makes it go purple sometimes. Yeah, that's why I said it. I was like, some people are like, that's not a shepherd's pie. That's a... Like, dude, what is your logic? Do you think the goal is to get them all purple? Is this possible? Oh god, my brain. it isn't. Maybe it is. Honestly, I don't know. Just don't know. I'm changing it. My surname translates to Shepherd, but I'm changing it to VAC if you manage to get this by trial and error. Honestly, it would, I think Ard might just jump out of a window. There is an absolutely fantastic clip of me playing a completely different game and just flipping switches until it worked. uh, it's bad. Oh, I would never Google anything. People who Google things about games, this is what's destroyed gaming. People are like, I'm slightly stuck for more than 2 seconds. I'm going to Google the answer. And then they proceed to go on to like streaming sites and tell other people how to do it. Like, please. If you worked it out for yourself, congratulations. But, I hate it so much. Bane of being a content creator is other people telling you how to play games. You wanted to see the game being played perfectly. Play it yourself. That's how that goes. But yeah, definitely. Chefs are not necessarily good cooks. We are, although they make artsy food, like you say, like you've all said. They're not necessarily knowledgeable cooks. I want to go check that lightning door. By lightning, I mean electronic. Thanks, brain. I don't know what happened there. There was a mistranslation somewhere along the pipeline. Really wouldn't mind a sledgehammer. I'm gem rich as well. Comparatively. We also have the dining room door. Isn't that locked? So I need a key there as well. My lightning powered meat juice, yes. I need some of that brain juice out of Amphil. That'll sort me out. Right, I have a key card. Open sesame. Showroom? Luxury items for sale? I could do the kitchen and then we can get into the antechamber and we can see what it is. Huh? Can we just do that just to see what it is? I'm gonna do that. I'm curious. We have a dog. Dog bowl. I could buy a banana. We're not that desperate, not yet. We might be in a minute. Ooh. Oh, that tells me what's going to be in the dining room. So if you do a kitchen super early, you can see what it's going to be, and then you could plan for what it's going to be. Interesting. Right. Well, this hasn't worked out quite how I anticipated. The antechamber is apparently fucking broken. Oh, not broken. Like the doors, I just can't open the door. Do I need a sledgehammer? I need a sledgehammer or something? Ah, oh, bullbags. What do I do now? Parlor? Is this door locked? Oh no. Maybe I need to fill every room. Well, that's impossible for some layouts. Like between the guest bedroom and the utility closet, I could never fill that circle. It could be that I need a tool. That dining room door is locked as well, which means my only passage forward is the entrance hall. Hoping that I find whatever I miss. Maybe I need to find a secret button to press or something. Yeah, I assume there's clues for everything I don't understand. I assume like there's going to be a room that I just haven't been in or whatever that has, or worse yet, it could be on the various bits of paper that are dashed around the house, or the various paintings that have random things in them for some reason. I'm paranoid that that's going to mean something at some point. Like, oh yes, well, to know the answer to this question, you need to know fan and cake. Right, well, my only option is to walk all the way back, and I hope I have enough stamina. I could buy a banana, but I'd have to walk back to the kitchen? I get 2 from in here, but... If I have enough to buy. So far it's just 1 as you go through every room, right? Yeah, 6. Yeah, okay, we'll make it, but it's going to be bloody squeaky. Ooh. Glorious. Please be a bedroom. I mean, technically speaking, a boudoir is a bedroom, right? It's a place where I could rest. Apparently not in this game, though. Gamba. Bedroom. I mean, technically it's a bedroom. Yeah, it turns out all 3 choices were bedrooms, but none of them were the bedroom I wanted. Oh my god. Is that an Atari? Ooh, I mean... So this counts as 2 bedrooms, but is not actually a bedroom in its own right. And I have the gun. Ah, okay. Also, gerbil. Isn't it? Gerbil? Hamster? Where did the little guy go? Well, I think we might be shit out of luck. Yeah, 0. Quick! Damn! You pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite for a bit of rest. Does the nursery count as a bedroom? I made a rustic villa. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, so if I built the nursery or whatever increases the amount I get for building it, that would count as 2. I mean, I got to the antechamber. It was just a little bit anticlimactic, you know? What time is it? I think I need to end my stream soon. Can I go out through the door that I came in? That's my quick question here. Is 10 for me? Good lord. I might keep this to 2 hours. I'm probably going to come back to this next week, though. Can I come out here? Yeah, like, I didn't even think to turn around and look in the courtyard. Even though I'm pretty sure my thumbnail for this video is this gate. Let me out. I want to leave. No? 10 after 10. Just gonna look around. But yeah, I am probably going to end my stream here. I hope you all enjoyed this. This has been very intriguing. It's intriguing enough where I am going to pick it up next week. And I'm not going to look at anything to do with this game. And I'm going to try and keep myself as blind as possible. Which could be incredibly frustrating for some people, but I enjoy not knowing what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. Your room? Wait, do you make your lights go red when you're when it's like at a certain time? No. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Oh, here's my campsite. That, like, the story to this game is surprisingly good, considering... Campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site headquarters. But yeah, I've heard of the story, but like we've already discovered a little bit of it, like the kids' book with the red. Hey! Oh no! The apple orchard has permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you start each new day with an extra 20. Hell yeah! I was like, how did you get that? No, I have it written down, don't worry. We found the combination. I'm not that good. Oh god, that was brilliant. Gardener's logbook? Oh. Okay, fine. I'm going to read this, then I'm going to end the stream. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, inasmuch as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nogula, groundskeeper. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring ground. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavour to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these, I discovered, are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse and secret garden all fall within this category. Okay, so these are the locations where things can spawn. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house. and while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots in the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from this survey only ever appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximise the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Okay. Smudge pots, that's a bong, mate. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including, but not limited to, the orchard's smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with a much more appropriate angel, Raina. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the patron of the paragon of gardening? Good lord. Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humour me and listened to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garth and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a third time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I have only ever seen Raina's depiction in the chapel. Interesting. What is the importance of that statue? I do not know. This is the gas line over here. These are the smudge pots. And I can fuck with it. The question is it winter? I do not know. I've also noticed my steps aren't going down. Never mind, I thought they were. Okay. Yes, they are. Never mind. So being outside does actually reduce my steps. Interesting. Does it save? Yeah, it does. Save and quit. Good. Yeah, so I'm probably going to call it here. Very interesting. Getting extra steps from the orchard should make things a little more interesting. I googled smudge pots. You ever tried to use one as a bong, you'd have no head left. You can try it, you know? Right. Do I need to do my outro? Yes, I do. Right. I will be back again on Monday. I'll be playing on Twitch. We'll be playing through Expedition 33. I am enjoying that game quite a lot. We'll be back with more of this next Saturday. That will be on YouTube as well. Get the bear. And then obviously I'll plug all of my usual YouTube videos. Pathfinder. Basically, that's the one that people watch. Hang on, sorry, I lost my thing. So, I'm going to thank you all. Oh, should I see if there's somebody to raid? Maybe I should. I don't know. Hang on. This is for the Twitch people, not for the YouTubers. But I don't know. Somebody online? Ah, I'm good. All right. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, see you next time. I can't hit the button. Hang on.